my name is CHICHI OGBONNAYA. Feel free to call me a force to reckon with. This is Mending Bridges, the show that inspires you to live a chaste, focused, and purposeful life. On today's episode, I'll be talking about handling relationship breakups or handling breakups in relationship. I'm sure we've all heard stories of people who broke up at some point. We saw their pictures together and we thought, oh, they are picture perfect. These people are good to go. And, we all hoped that at some point it was going to lead into both of them walking down the aisle. And somewhere around the corner, or somehow, we just heard a story of, oh, XYZ and ABC broke up last year, or MOH and this person broke up, and we're wondering what went wrong, how, who did what, and all. Today on the show, I want to highlight some of the reasons people call off relationship, and also to identify the who contributes to the breakup. We're also going to be talking about how to manage a breakup and getting over it, because we've had people who sunk into depression resulting from a relationship that was called off, and some people losing their self-worth because somebody walked out on them, and a lot of people giving up on love just because a relationship went bad. Today we're going to be talking about how to manage a breakup and steps you can take to heal deliberately from a breakup. Also, we're going to be talking about avoiding certain mistakes, because a lot of times some people just put the blame on the partner and say, oh, it was Mr. A who did this, I didn't do anything in the relationship. But I've come to realize that whatever goes wrong in any relationship, the both parties involved would have contributed one way or the other to what went wrong. So the percentage might vary. Maybe the guy added 70% to what went wrong and the lady 30%. But the truth is, it is never one person's responsibility. It is never a person's fault in that relationship. The both parties involved would have contributed to the breakup one way or the other. So today we want to explore who did what, or who contributes more to the breakup in a relationship. Also, I want to discuss the importance of being deliberate about healing, because we've seen people who carry the baggage from a relationship that went wrong or their past relationship. They carry that baggage into a new relationship. They see the same thing that they saw in their ex in this same person, and somehow it just affects this new relationship they are in. So today I want to talk about deliberate steps that we can take, things that we can do so that we don't repeat the same mistakes, and also how to heal completely so that we're going into the new relationship as a whole individual and not someone who's hurting from the past relationship. I'm not going to be talking about this alone. I have an amazing and beautiful lady on the show with me, and we're going to be exploring this topic together. So enjoy. So my guest is here. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? She's a very beautiful lady, and I love the fact that everything about her is usually vintage. Her dress sense, you can see her hair. She doesn't do the norm. All of you that like to follow what everybody's doing, she is just an exception. You're welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure.
Do you watch the Mending Bridges show?
Yes, sir.
Jesus. So please, can you introduce yourself? I'm sure the people watching would like to know your name and what you do.
Okay, my name is Olufunke Ogushina. Now
Ogushina. Yeah, she's a new bride too. And congratulations on your wedding again.
Thank you. I work as a marketing communications strategist, and account manager for Breakups. It's an ad agency.
Okay.
No
wonder. I see. I see the fashion sense where it's from, because I was thinking, if you're a banker, no, you won't be doing vintage. Bankers are usually all serious and all. Today on the show, we're talking about breakups.
Yeah.
We see a lot of people that are good together, picture perfect, been in the relationship 5 years, sometimes 3 months, and you just hear all of a sudden that they broke up. And you're wondering what went wrong. We were hoping they would walk down the aisle. Why do people break up from their relationship, or why do they call off their relationship?
I think the perspective to it is, why should people break up?
Why should people break up?
People break up for different reasons. And I'm not an advocate of don't break up. Break up whenever it is no longer convenient. Break up when you're losing yourself. Break up when you can't remember why you started in the first place. People break up for a reason. I've seen situations where the couple broke up because family influence. Oh, she's Christian. Oh, he's Muslim. Oh, she's from Benin. Oh, she's, That's one reason to break up. Another reason could be money. Suddenly she meets someone or he meets someone richer who will make it like, for selfish reasons. So there are so many endless reasons. But from my own perspective is to ask ourselves the good reasons to break up and bad breakups.
Okay.
So bad breakups is you have come to a place where you have been so abused, whether physically, emotionally, whichever way, and you have lost yourself. You are now forced, or they eventually end up the relationship, whether you like it or not. That's a bad breakup because you need a lot of healing process.
Yeah.
Then a good breakup is you suddenly realize or see the things you know you cannot live with.
Okay.
That's a good breakup. Both of you realize this individually and come to an agreement that this is safe to go our separate way because we are not going in the same direction, or we might not end up in the same bus stop. So that's a good breakup. So for me, I'm not an advocate. Don't say I'm an advocate. I'm not an advocate.
Don't break up. Okay, thank you so much. So you've said a whole lot, the fact that there are good and bad reasons people should break up. But I would like to know, can it be avoided though? Because I feel those reasons people break up, whether breaking up for the good reasons or the bad reasons, shouldn't it be something they would have seen at the beginning or before they went into that relationship? So I want to know, is it possible that one can avoid a breakup?
I don't think people should avoid breakup.
Okay.
Because the reason why you are going into a relationship is to explore, find out if you can be together for a long time.
Okay.
So because you can't see those things that can make you live together for a long time, for those people, whether being in marriage, long-term relationship, or just a decided or dedicated relationship between a man and a woman, and you don't see the reasons, I think those are the things. Should it be avoided? I don't think a breakup should be avoided because you are avoiding happiness, you are avoiding fulfillment, you are avoiding a lot of things because it's as if, and many women go through that because they've made a lot of emotional commitment, emotional investment. They don't see themselves without that person, which at the end of the day is not beneficial. So they don't see a reason to break up, but then you are losing yourself. Some of them lose their life.
Yes, absolutely.
At the end of the day. So yeah, I don't think breakup should be avoided. You should be open. Yeah, as much as you are open to break up, it shouldn't be your focus. Like you're not going into a relationship to break up. You're going into a relationship to be better. You're going into a relationship to contribute. You're going into a relationship to grow. And if those things are not, I don't think you should remain in such a relationship.
Thank you so much. So we live in this part of the world where there are certain things they expect men to do and women shouldn't do. For instance, given a relationship as an example, we feel it would be wrong for a woman to call off a relationship. And if you check the statistics, most relationships that gets to break up, it's usually the guy who calls it off or just walks out. I have several examples that I can give of a guy who the relationship was going well, so we thought, because we were seeing it from the outside, and all of a sudden he just walks out without saying anything. And I'm like, what if the woman takes a walk without saying anything? Won't society feel, she's wayward or she's not ready to settle down? Who should really call off the relationship? Perchance it's a wrong relationship to start with. Who can a woman take that bold step?
I think being in 2020, please break all the rules. I'm looking forward to seeing more women break up relationship for the right reasons. So if I really do not buy into societal acceptance and the norms that they're giving a woman. The woman should, I don't know who created those rules. But I am very open. I want to see more women recognize the fact that this is no longer what I want, and they end it as early as possible, so you are not healing for a longer time. Than when you break up way later, when you have contributed so much, you lost so much, and you are now retracing your step, regaining strength, and all those things. I'm looking forward to that societal norm, whatever it is. I think it should be trashed.
Let's trash
it. Those norms. But for a woman to break up, know that I am breaking up for the right reasons. I'm looking forward to seeing more women Another thing I see a barrier that makes a woman unwilling or skeptical about breaking up is, I'm going to be 25. I want to be married by 26. So if I break up this relationship, how long do I have to date my next before we now marry? I don't know who gives those rules. Must you be married at 26? Must you be married at 30? Marry whenever you are ready. Marry whenever the right person or you feel right with whoever you are and you have decided or you have decided to go into marriage. So there shouldn't be any pressure. The fact that there are pressure is one of the major challenges of making breakup easier. Breakup should be, I'm no longer I'm not feeling this. I'm not getting it. You know, you just feel something is missing. Don't miss your life before you leave.
Don't miss your life before you leave. Word, I have to tweet that. Okay, so we have a lot of people, you did mention it, women don't want to leave a relationship because they feel they invested time, the age factor is there, and like you said, who's in charge of time? Who says you're old at 30 or you're young at 25? I mean, you can marry whenever you're ready and you know you're set for it. But we have examples of people who at the end of a breakup, they sink into depression, they get to lose their sense of self, they don't even believe in love anymore. What are those practical steps one can take to not sink into such situations? Things that one can do so that when you break off a relationship, you don't think it's the end of your life or you give up on something so beautiful as love. What are those practical steps one can take?
It's so unfortunate that I'm really sorry if anyone has gone through a bad breakup and really take it toll on you psychologically, even physically, because you're going to be losing it and all those things. And that particular kind of breakup can be avoided.
Okay.
I think those kind of breakup happens when there are too many expectations. You're not expecting this person to treat you bad. You're not expecting this person to cheat on you. You're not expecting, at that particular, especially a boy-girl relationship, boy-girlfriend, not even in an engagement, is still not solidified because anything can happen. We're human, we are dynamic, anything can happen. So the fact that we have expectations make going through a breakup very difficult. And a lot of people actually look for a rebound.
Okay.
Look for someone to quickly snap you out of whatever pain you're going through and everything. My advice is go through the pain.
Go through the pain.
Go through the pain and realize why you are pain. Don't avoid it in your next relationship. Go through the pain. Don't look for a rebound. Don't look for someone to take you. Feel cheated. That's how you feel. You feel whatever pain, but don't stay there. Heal. Be deliberate about healing. I feel a lot of people go through breakup without being in control of themselves anymore, where you now fall into depression or you're not listening or you need to. There's no need for closure. That's one thing I always hear about breakup. I need closure. Yeah, what are you closing? You open it. You open it's breaking can be severe because you're literally forcing things to end. But the good thing is there's always a light at the end. So don't look at that. It's a face. Be realistic. Tell yourself the truth. Oh, it hurt me. I feel cheated. Tell yourself, but then don't let those things define you. I am not like I've seen cases where a lady was so hurt she felt she was too fat. That was why her boyfriend left her. Or you ask yourself, you're querying, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Don't let those move. It's on them. If they break up for negative reasons, it's on them. It's their choice. It doesn't mean it has defined you. I feel the fact that you're letting those reasons get to you and define you make people more hurt.
Power over you.
Exactly. You don't need that. Get your power back. Go through the pain and heal properly. And going through the pain is you are in yourself. You don't need another person. If you need to talk to someone, I think seek for some help, professional help. However, you know how to get help. I don't think even professional help can be confusing sometimes. But they will tell you from their experience.
I agree.
But notwithstanding, seek for help. You can get it from the Holy Spirit if you're a Christian. You can get it. So, but the point is, don't deny yourself the pain. You are hurt. You feel like crying. You feel like pouring your heart out. When that closure, I don't understand it, and I cannot explain further. But those are the things I've heard about breakup. I think it's inevitable. If you want a good life for yourself, I think breakup should be
inevitable. Thank you so much. Talking about healing. So at what point can an individual tell that, okay, they finally healed from this breakup and they are ready for a new relationship? Because we've seen situations where they go into another relationship and 2-3 months down the line, that is also breaking off. Like, I've seen people who end up becoming serial daters, and it's always the fault of the person. Personally, I feel whatever goes wrong in a relationship, the both parties involved would have contributed one way or the other to that wrong or whatever happened in that relationship. So at what point do I know that, okay, so I've broken up from this person? At what point do I know that I have gone through my healing process? I'm not carrying any baggage, I'm whole, and I'm ready to move into another? Is it months? Is it years? How do I know that I'm ready for a new relationship?
I think that question can be best answered by the person in that shoes at that particular time. And one critical thing they also need to ask themselves is, why do I need to go into another relationship with this particular person? You can't just decide to go into a relationship. Someone must have been talking to you, or you must have been talking to someone before you decide, okay, I think I can go into a relationship. So before you get to that point of, oh, I think I'm good enough. And those are the things I feel some people don't ask themselves. That why do I want to go into this relationship? And I don't think it's any time bound. Having gone through the pain, you no longer have any resentment about the other person. You are okay if they move on. It hurts and everything, and you're not denying that truth to yourself, but you're okay that they moved on. You're not becoming like a stalker in their life. You have taken a breather to yourself. You are now finding meaning in some other things of your life. If another guy comes along, I think you should critically ask yourself why you should be in a relationship with that person. So you're not just going into a relationship because you have healed.
Okay.
You are going to the relationship because you understand the reasons why. Because if you don't understand or answer that question of why am I going in a relationship with this person, you will just be going into another relationship that could as well end up. Those are the issues that we are seeing happen because you don't know why you are going into a relationship with someone. You just enter into a relationship because, okay, I'm convinced, okay, this is a good relationship.
I need a boyfriend now.
I just need a boyfriend. Then it ends up again in another 3 months. If you trace it, it's still the same reason. What you try to avoid in previous relationship is just going to happen again. But if you can answer that question to yourself that, okay, this is the reason why I'm going to a relationship with this person, not because I'm being what's that word? I'm being forced to, or they convince me. No, you have to be in your mind. I feel going into a relationship should be more, as much as it's a very interesting thing, which I don't. One thing about me is I'm not against you going into a relationship. However, know when to leave. I don't care if you dated 20 people, but you know why you are leaving. So you are not, and I don't understand the case of a serial dater. A case of, if what that interprets is you are a serial dater, meaning you are dating people for selfish reasons, you are not really going there deliberately. As a serial dater, maybe that's defined. But if you are a serial dater because you are not getting what you expect from someone and you are leaving, I feel there's nothing wrong with being a serial dater.
Okay. I need clarity on that, because if I get involved with someone and I look at him and maybe some months into the relationship I realize that certain things that I wanted or that I want out of a relationship, I'm not getting it in that person, then I leave, and maybe in another 3 months I'm dating someone else and I leave. Another month
dating. Okay. I don't think why we are giving it. I'm not marrying the person. I'm not engaged to this person. I just want to. We're just getting to know each other, and I'm not contributing anything other than we talking.
Okay. I like the fact that you said we're not contributing anything other than we talking.
Yeah.
Because I need to mention that some people, even Christians, because when we talk about people getting involved in premarital sex, they feel it's something people that are unbelievers. There are a lot of Christians who still get involved, and most of these ladies who maybe date people every other 3 months, they are sexually involved with this guy.
So those are the things that make you lose yourself. You might not realize it on the long run. You just feel like something is missing. So if I'm not contributing more than we talking we go on a date, we eat, sit down and talk to get to know each other. I don't see you as a serial dater. Unless when all this, like you said, this premarital sex has started coming in, or I'm giving you money to make you feel good, or to stay with me. That's when I'll feel cheated when you leave or when I leave. But if we're just getting to know each other, we're just talking, and it will even be amicable, because by the time you are talking to me and I'm suddenly silent on some things, you're not getting my feedback. You know those feelers that make you feel good, that gingers the butterfly in your tummy. The other person would want to leave. So I don't see it as a break, as something bad. Date as many times, because one thing, like I said, you don't get the answers at once. That's why it's dating. There will be dates to sit down. A date. That's my interpretation.
I guess I absolutely
it's a date to see and talk. When I say, oh, let's see tomorrow, or let's see on the 28th, it's a date. We are dating, putting dates when we see. It's nothing. It shouldn't be more. So the exploration is actually what dating is. We are finding common grounds, more things that bring us together, a balance, despite our differences and everything. But if those things are no longer there, I don't think there's reason to be in such a relationship.
Okay. So in relationships where they both define what they want and things are going well, the guy already proposed marriage and all of that, and some 3 months down the line, I don't know why I keep saying 3 months, maybe because there's a case of 3 months that is still very fresh, you know, and the guy just walks out without saying anything. Like, you know, it's one thing for the guy to say, so you did this, or I've been telling you about this in a relationship in the past 2 years I've been in this relationship and you have not changed. So for this reason, I'm ending this.
So
this person doesn't give any reason, and they walk out and they leave you wondering, what is wrong with me? What did I do wrong? And even every effort you make to get them to talk, it's proof abortive. So what do you do in such a situation?
That's a very, very bad situation. And I think it's a very sensitive situation. However, you've tried everything. There is no answer. Stop questioning yourself. They left without a reason. The fact that someone can leave me without a reason is like, I offer you food and you said okay, I bring you food and you don't eat it. I asked, you said oh, or you don't give an answer. If you leave, I'll carry the food, throw it away because it's useless to me. I might sound very unrealistic or irrational because I'm not putting any emotions to it. Unfortunately, a bad engagement or a broken engagement is better than a broken marriage. If they can leave, even if they come back as a woman, you should be curious, will this person not leave the marriage? If you leave during an engagement without reason, I'll be curious, I'll be skeptical that this can also happen in marriage. You just leave me without reasons, and that should also give me the reason to end up the relationship, as difficult as it can be. If you don't box yourself to any, I must be married by 30, I must be married by 20, all those things, don't give yourself all those boundaries. You will hurt. Like I said, I'll be lying if I say it doesn't hurt. But go through it. You won't die if you go through it. If you are in denial, it's when your life or something might be at stake.
Thank you so much. So finally, last words for people who are going through a particular breakup right now, a phase of trying to recover themselves. What should they be doing now? What should I be actively involved in that process?
So for whoever is going through a breakup, it's like a prodigal son that came to himself and you trace yourself your steps back. So let the focus be on you. now, not on the other person or why they did it. And your focus should not be on getting into another relationship. Become selfish. Those are the things that work for me. I guess it worked for me. I became selfish. I came to myself. I was more about my happiness, my dreams. So achieving those things actually made me more attractive to my husband, I guess. So by the time you come into yourself, you just blossom without, natural, all those things that has been inside of you just radiate. It makes you more attractive. So the right reasons, or the person that will become attracted to you will see those things, because those are the genuine things that just comes through. It's not forced. You just come to yourself, take a step back and ask yourself, okay, it's about chi now. Who am I? What do I want? Okay, I feel like eating chicken today. If I can afford it, eat chicken. Oh, I don't like it. Explore. So it doesn't mean become selfish. Like I said, become selfish in yourself and be genuine to your reasons for being selfish, not because you want to take advantage of someone else. You are being selfish with yourself. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. I'm sure you've learned a thing or two on this week's episode. Like you've heard, breakups are inevitable. Expect them, especially when they are for good reasons. And you don't have to be in a hurry to be in another relationship. There's no age limit to when you should be in a relationship or when you should be married. The most important thing is to focus on you, work on yourself, become a better person on a daily basis, and ultimately you will attract someone who appreciates everything that you represent, everything that you stand for, and yes, build a healthy relationship that will walk you down the aisle eventually. Thank you so much. Till I come your way with another exciting episode, keep living a chaste, focused, and purposeful life. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you.